seriously, I'm not joking. I won't be surprised if you passed your driving test before me, let alone Daddy passing before me.
Whatever you put your mind to, you never seem to give up or never fail in what you do. When you started Yavna back in September, none of the teachers could believe that we were related. We are so proud of you with your talents on the piano, which we both know you will be excelling in. Your beautiful tunes never fail to fill the house with joy, and of course your schoolwork. I'm so glad to have you around to help me practicing a Brit.
Liat is the most perfect child out of the three of us, and Liat has all the talents, and Liat can do no wrong. But let's not forget the time I ended up in A&E with a bloody head, and I wanted to join in and play games with my sisters. But they were playing Barbie, so I wasn't allowed to join in. It was girls only, so Liat bashed me on the head with a Barbie jewellery box. But I'm pleased to say that Liat has grown up since then. She's now a kind, caring, determined and loyal, beautiful sister who always puts other people before herself. We are so proud of everything that you have achieved so far, and you will definitely achieve great things in the future. We love you loads. Don't ever change.
Like, seriously, don't.
Mazel tov, Liati.
Please, girls, please come and join Liat and I on the dance floor for some dancing.
יזכור אלוהים את נשמת בניו גיבוריו חיילי צבא הגנה לישראל שנפלו במכלותיו ישראל בפלאות הגנה תגמול וביטחון ובית מילוא תפקידים ונשמות כל לחמלי המערכת בחטיבות החיילים במערכות העם שחפרו נפשות למתו על קדושת השם ובעזרת אלוהי מערכות ישראל הביאו לתקומת האומה והמדינה וגאולה הארץ ועיר האלוהים מנשמעיהם כולה ומערכות גברו בחצליכם לעזרת העם והעברו בדעם הטהור את ובני אדמת קדשי נזכר קדרתם ומעשה גבורתם לא יאפסו מאיתנו לעולמים. תהיינו נשמותיהם שרות בשורה החיים עם נשמות אברהם יצחק ויעקב עם שאר גיבורי ישראל וקשריו שבגן עדן על עולם אמן. May the nation of Israel remember its sons and daughters, faithful and courageous, the soldiers of the Israel Defense Forces and all members of undergrounds and brigades, the warriors in the battle at sea, members of the intelligence community, security and personnel, policemen and those in prison service, who gave up their lives in war to ensure the existence of Israel, and all of whom that were killed within Israel and outside of Israel at the hands of murderers and terrorists. May the nation of Israel, exalted one, remember the radiance and youthfulness, the delightfulness, heroism, purity of their will, and the selflessness of those who fell in costly wars. May the fallen of wars of Israel be crowns of victory, and may their names be inscribed upon the hearts of Israel through all the generations.
I'd like to invite Shira to
2021. Wow, what a summer we've all had together. I'm actually trying to look at everyone, but because I can't see in the dark. Yeah, I'm trying to engage with you all, but anyway. When I received a phone call from my old university friend back in May about the summer job being in Madrid, running around looking after 10-year-olds was what I initially had in mind. Fast forward to our chat with Rebitson Silva the other week. Rebitson looked at me and said, "You must be the Madrid," and I replied to her, "Kind of." This is exactly how this summer has been for me. Towing the line between being your Madrid as well as a good friend has often been a huge challenge for me. And these fine lines have been often blurry, but I have grown close with each and every one of you in very different and special ways. Andrew was the first one I met, meeting you at Jaffa Gate Police Station, when I realised what I got myself in for. My participants were going to be taller than me and wiser too, as you're all currently getting your degrees or have graduated already. However, shortly after meeting Andrew, I found out this was his first ever time in Israel. I quickly realised how big of an impact I could make. And Andrew, seeing you connect to your Jewish heritage throughout all of our speakers and getting close with Rabbi Dov Ber has been really special for me to watch. Your love for the land of Israel through our trips and your desire to visit as many places as possible speaks volumes of how much you've connected to the land. So much so that you went to the Dead Sea twice just because you love being covered in mud. All this alongside your hard work at the news agency and gaining experience in the field that you love. Not to mention your famous one-liners and never failing to make us all laugh. Full sense tonight, anyone? Sivan, from meeting you until now, I certainly think that you have grown a lot over such a short period of time. From a flustered taxi drop-off to being quietly confident and making your presence known in the group is wonderful to see. Also quietly but yet so confidently doing your own thing and being persistent to ensure get what you want is both correct and true. Marlo, watching you juggle 2 internships whilst taking as much as you can from the programme has been incredible to watch. You're always full of initiative and what's known in the group is wonderful to see. Also quietly but yet so confidently doing your own thing and being persistent to ensure get what you want is both correct and true. Marlo, watching you juggle 2 internships whilst taking as much as you can from the programme has been incredible to watch. You're always full of initiative and wanting to lead from the front in terms of what we can do for programming or just a general chill with everyone together. I also genuinely love that you have so many questions, even more than I could ever answer. Never hiding back from any question of any sort. Jeremy, despite mostly having a remote internship, I'm very impressed on how much time and effort you put into the work you've done to create a relationship and a good working ethic in the startup field. I know at times it hasn't been easy with issues from Wi-Fi to RAV-cabs and travelling outside of Jerusalem, but your never give up attitude is admirable. I appreciate our chats after every guest speaker and enjoy listening to what you have to tell me about what you gained or didn't gain. Esther, going on a tour, you always meant we had the best snacks, best laughs, and best music. It was good to know we had someone in the group we could rely on for my 2 favourite things, Ishari Bar and Chocolate Bamba. Your expertise in physiotherapy was always reassuring to know we had a medic around, especially when the guy that we hired was at the back on his phone. I honestly don't think I've ever seen anybody smile as much as Julie Klingenstein. Genuinely. I think everyone around this table, as well as many others, can agree with me that when you're around, the mood and the atmosphere is uplifted to a positive one. You have truly taken everything out from this summer that's physically and spiritually possible. From hearing about your work with your internship to the guest speakers, and you always have something to share on them, to being the leader and always excited about every activity and programming, no matter what it is. Gabe, Mr. Laid Back. I honestly think you're so laid back about everything that comes your way in life that you're permanently horizontal. Seriously though, whenever something hasn't gone your way, or something's logistically off, whatever it may be, Mr. Laid Back is always here to save the day and reassure the group. This goes along with your internship.